Sweeps. I can't, bruh. I'm gonna have to. Don't do that. Don't.
Wait, I'm
don't,
doing
no,
the fabulous.
Because look, because that's the clip that starts. Don't do that.
Wait. Nice.
This is wild, bro. I've been trying to get this show going for the past 2 hours now.
Yeah, you late.
Bro, this is disgusting. It's disgustingly late. And then the worst part is that all the niggas who would watch my show are in this room. So I'm just sitting here. I'm really just talking to the niggas in the room.
Oh, it's gonna be the same soon as that.
This is
What?
What happened for $5?
You know them the pink sunglasses that I was going to steal from Key?
Oh yeah. Shouts out to my wife. You know, always and forever. Man, I'm trying to figure out. I can't read any comments. I'm scared to even. Looks like we signed out already. Damn.
Yeah.
Did it sign off?
Losing my mind.
Did it? It should have signed off,
Losing
right?
my mind. Hey, bitch.
Did it sign off?
Losing my mind. Losing
No,
my
it's a-
mind.
it's a-
Cause she pop one time,
stop.
pop two times.
Hit that button
pop.
right on the black one. Hit the little.
Which one?
The make it turn red.
This one?
No, one over. No, button. Go down. No, you were right there.
Right here.
No, go up.
It's like trying to find the clip. Nah.
I can't. I can't
right
even
here?
hear that one.
Oh.
Hey, you're still live.
Oh, it's still live, but how much longer though? Is it still going? That's wild, bro. It turned me off over here. That's kind of scary, cause I don't know. I'm more concerned about how do I turn it off. If I hurry up and get it going, and then so Elijah just walked through. Okay, everybody can see. Yeah, bro. I hate niggas. Niggas be having a show. Niggas just walking like. Niggas hit you with the damn. That's crazy. I don't have a comment section, so if you're talking to me, listen. I need to know how long. Let me know when it cuts off because that's the real question. Listen, welcome back to another episode of the Mohammed Cook Show. I'm your host here, Mohammed Cook, and we are here to talk about the problems, the technical difficulties that I'm now having at episode 50. Even though episode 50 was supposed to be episode 1, it seems as if that's not really going to happen because now we got to come up with a whole new system for our show each and every day. But it's all right. We're going to keep moving. But first things first, I can't read any comment sections, so I'd love to ask y'all about y'all day to let me know from 1 to 10. But if you type anything, I'm not even going to see it. What ends up happening? Oh, let me see. Can I even? This is wild. I can't even see. I can't see a thing, y'all. And it's dummy laggy. I don't even like being on the phone while I'm on live. But listen, this is where we are today. This is what we got going on. Listen, I apologize for being not only essentially an hour, but almost 2 hours late because just due to the failure of all my technical. Yeah, no, David doesn't give a fuck. David, no, you can be doing a whole show, a whole operation. You can be on the phone call, bro, closing a multi-million-dollar deal. This nigga will be yelling in the background. He has no sense of respect for whatever the fuck you got going on. That's just what it is. That's my dog. That was always stay my dog, but I remember he just don't give a fuck. But we got 8s. Okay, what's good? What's good with y'all? This is wild. I never really get the opportunity to see it through the phone, except, bro, and your battery's about to die. Listen, I'm absolutely convinced that making this show is going to be one of the hardest things I think I'm ever going to do. I think I'm going to have to. We're going to have to come up with a new system, Elijah, for real. Yeah, bro. Because if it's acting like this right now, then we're going to have bigger problems tomorrow. But listen to everyone. Hopefully everybody, like I said, hopefully everyone's doing good out there. But I want to tell y'all a little updates about what I got going on in my life. As y'all very well know, I am a teacher, a proud teacher at Garces Memorial High School. But right now I teach a middle school class that consists of robotics and things in that nature. But sadly, it's coming to an end. Sadly, it is all coming to an end. But for the first time in my life, a client, not for the first time. I'm not going to say for the first time. But for the first time in my adult life, I can say that somebody finally put some respect on my name. They doubled my pay in one day just due to, I can say, what is warm? Oh, the Wi-Fi. This is just due to just being a good teacher. You know, my students have all talked and they all had conversations about, what makes a good teacher, what makes a bad teacher, but they just really do appreciate the whole Mr. Mo experience. So in that process, I was actually able to see $1 increase in the process. So I want to ask you guys, what made some of the best teachers in your life? Because I promise you, this is what I told one of my students. They said, Mr. Mo, I think you're the best teacher I ever had. I said, my goal is to be in the top 5. right? If I'm in your top 5 teachers, arguably top 10, I've done a damn good job. You ever think about how many teachers you have in a lifetime? I actually did the math. You have about 50 teachers in your life. It's crazy. If you think about high school, you get like 7, right, per year, 4, 28, plus all your middle school. You probably have multiple classes there. So you add another probably 12 right there. Okay, we're still going live. That's beautiful. But then, just actually sit it right at the bottom, bro. You can just put it, no, right in the middle part of the tripod. Yeah, we can just sit it right there. I don't know what the solution is going to be for tomorrow, but you listen, we'll make it work. But anyway, so you'll have about anywhere from 30 to 50 teachers in your lifetime. Thank you so much, Fabian. And I realized that if I'm at least in that top 10, I feel like I'm doing my job personally. That's me. But I said, what makes me all around a good teacher? I'm here to talk my shit in education because I'll be honest with you, this is the errors I've always had with the education system. I feel that sometimes people become a product of the industry that they're in, right? So if somebody is, let's say that you're into photography, right? If you're into photography, you're going to find yourself watching a lot of photography content. All right, that's fine and dandy. But then you find yourself becoming a photographer nerd where you're obsessed about little data bit rate type of conversations. And then you realize you completely lose the art of photography because you become so obsessed with with looking like you know more than the next guy. But that's an easy comparison. Now, in education, it's a whole other conversation because what ends up happening is that teachers start acting like the grade that they teach. That's like the true fact of it. Like, it's no secret that nobody really grows up anywhere at any time. But understand, if you're a teacher and you teach high school, you start acting like high school. And I promise you, y'all, when you realize and you start looking at some of your favorite teachers, you'll learn quickly that, hey, guess what? They really weren't all that great. What ends up happening, let me tell y'all something about how y'all teachers treated you. You would do something stupid or something stupid would happen in the classroom. The teachers go to essentially the teacher's lounge and then they unpack the entire situation again like they were students in high school. Me, I've always prided myself with knowing less than 5 people within my peer group or at least within 5 other teachers on campus because I feel as if I get too deep within the administration, I'm not going to be able to stay in touch with the students. And in that process, I became better than everybody there, just point blank period. I say this with confidence because I love what I do. I love the idea of showing students things that they didn't even think were possible. But I think that sometimes you'll get caught up. You'll get so caught up in trying to look like the best teachers to teachers that you forget that it's about the students. So another one of the tips I learned about teaching in this overall process, I don't understand why teachers can't keep music going all throughout class. You can keep lo-fi music while you're giving a lecture. Because the student that was going to fall asleep, with or without the music, they were going to fall asleep. It had nothing to do with your teaching. So you might as well create some type of vibe, some type of setting to make the teaching experience better. I got students doing calculus in 6th grade, simple derivatives, because I made the environment so good for them. On top of that, I've also learned if you leave the first 15 minutes, no matter what the age is, to let students talk about their life, like just a quick question for them on a daily basis, they become connected to you because they can tell you something personal about their life. Now, granted, you're going to have the kids in the back who ain't going to say nothing. They ain't going to talk about nothing. They're going to have nothing to say. But understand, if you give them the floor, at least in the first 15 minutes of class, you can create that relationship. And if you can create that relationship, you can literally teach anything. Me personally, I feel like I have the teaching capabilities to teach any class. Robotics just happened to be my form of expression. I can teach history, physics, science, calculus, no matter what it is, I can do it because I know how to relate with people. And I feel that a lot of people who have have fallen into teaching, I don't think that's like their first passion. I don't think that they have the ability sometimes to even translate an opinion to another adult. So they get mad at kids when they don't want to pay attention to them. You see, that's the thing. You got to earn respect from kids. Because it's not a money conversation. See, with adults, you're forced to have respect because they got more money, they got a better position, they might change your life. But understand, with kids, with students, you got to earn that shit. And sometimes people get caught up in that. It's crazy. At my old college, I'm not going to speak on the department or the program. There's somebody who in there, and he's been an influence to a lot of people. And don't get me wrong, he has done his role. But sometimes, very much just like government, he's been in his position for far too long. Now, understand, this is at a university level. So he has no idea how to relate to the students. He has no idea how to relate to people who are walking among the campus. But yet he gets so caught up on the chair he's sitting on the salary he's sitting on, he's literally stopping the progression of education. Now, mind you, I'm saying all this and I don't even really believe in education like that. I feel that if you want to learn something, nigga, youtube.com, the fuck. But understand, if you're going to support this system, you have to do a better way. You have to have a better way of teaching it. That's always been my MO. That's always been my thing. Today, literally today, before this show started, it's been nothing but a shit show. Every time I try to get this show cracking, I kid you not, I get stopped with something. Some form of the show, it gets messed up. But because everybody in the room with me at this very moment have all learned how to do their task and some form of youtube.com, we're able to get this show afloat as we speak. So me, like I said, I'm literally ending my summer school, and I feel like I've made the impact that I needed to make with these students. And not only would I say that, I think they will say it themselves. This is the part where I really would love to go to the comment section and talk to people, but I ain't got no fucking comment section at the moment, so I'm just gonna have to apologize. If you're in there and you paying attention, I'll rock with you, because it's just me and this camera. So instead, I'm gonna use the niggas around me. Hold on, what's up? Oh, do me a favor, hit that red button again. I had to mute you in case you said something crazy. No, not that one. The one over. No, not that one. There you go. There.
It is like trying to find a clip.
Yep. And that is why I had to mute you earlier. But it's all good. It's all good. Am I talking shit or am I?
No, you speaking facts right now. Like, in order for a student to really comprehend what a teacher is telling them, they have to trust them.
Yeah.
And you can't trust somebody you don't respect. So.
Very true.
You do have to earn their respect. They're humans at the end of the day. We're all humans. They're just younger humans. I think as an adult,
okay,
what happens is you see kids and then you just separate them from like actually being a human because you're an adult. You're like, I've been through life. Their shit's not really valid. But at the end of the day, that nigga's a human. So you have to earn another human's respect.
Why?
Might not be as valid though.
But why do adults have such a hard time doing that shit? Is it ego?
It's ego for sure, yeah. Because if you feel like you're not getting respect from other adults, your peers,
yeah,
it'll be hard for you to like just comprehend the fact that there's a child that hasn't even been through or seen shit that you feel that doesn't respect you. You're like, nah, this should come off the bat. Like, I've earned this throughout being in life. But I don't know. I feel like it's like when you go to another job.
Okay.
There'll be somebody that worked there for like 15, 20 years, and they'll act like they know absolutely everything. But when you actually talk to them, even though you've been there for like 6 months,
yeah,
and you already figured out the whole job.
Right.
And he's mad about that because he's like, it took me like at least 10 years to get that, and you got it within a couple months.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. So it's an ego thing. It's like, well, if you're better at this, then, I'm older than you. I still got that over you. Like, I don't know. It's all bullshit, bro.
Bro, it's like literally, I never used age as a barometer. We just watched Fabian walk in here right now and just school us on 3 artists. Me and Elijah looking at ourselves. We looking like dumbasses. This nigga saying shit we don't even know. It's crazy. I will never use age. I feel that you can learn more from those who are younger than you than older than you.
Duh, because they know all the shit you don't know.
Exactly. It's a double-edged, not double-edged sword. I don't know the analogy for this, but like just as much as somebody older than you can teach you things you don't know, somebody younger than you can teach you things you don't. Yeah. Both sides are equal.
Exactly. And the thing is, both sides are supposed to come together and, each one teach one, but ego gets in the way of everything. And niggas is like, nah, I don't know how many niggas would be able to hang out with Fabian if they found out his age.
That's very true.
Huh?
What?
No, that's a fact. And it's because it might be because y'all feel like the old heads don't respect you. Like the old heads don't want to listen to the shit you have to say. And sometimes that is the case, but in societies where the youth take from the old and the old take from the youth, they progress because it's literally two sides of the world coming together to, fill up a whole story. The young has what the old doesn't have, and the old has what the young doesn't have.
But, okay, now that we understand this, but I don't understand in education, how could you be so stubborn?
Because niggas is just there for bread. David, you're a substitute teacher.
Best job in the world.
How many teachers do you come across that are literally just there for a bag and they're actually horrible teachers?
It's all the old ones.
All the old ones, right?
All the old ones, because that's the only time you really get in the bag. Is you don't put in like 10 plus years.
Yeah.
It take time to get the bag.
So the tenured ones.
The 10 years. So yeah, for those they're talking about, the ones that aren't really on their shit are the 10-yeared ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Because all the young teachers, they're like excited and they want to be there, and it's like their first job, so they're trying a little extra hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the older teachers, they're like, nigga, this is just another day. Like, to them, it's just they got to get through the day.
Yeah.
It's
Back to their life.
it's kind of like
It's a 9 to 5.
like how people. I started watching this show called well, I didn't start. I watched it for literally an hour, and I said this is interesting. And I never went back. It's about the jails, jailbirds. It's on Netflix. It's a docu-series about how people just the life of jail. It's another jail story, right?
Yeah.
And what I realized is that a lot of the people working within the jails started becoming numb to
The shit that they were seeing.
the things that they were seeing, and in that process, they did not look at them as humans anymore.
I've talked to a few COs
Yeah.
that have said that like working in a prison, you start to like live within that prison culture. So they basically have to play their role. If you're in there every day, you're either the prisoner or you're a worker. So what happens between a lot of them is the workers, they'll do their job to the extreme,
Yeah.
or they'll become prisoners to where they're a part of the prison system to where, you know, niggas is bringing shit in and, you know, they have their hands in business in prison politics. So, like, you have to integrate yourself somehow,
Yeah.
or else you'll just, like, get lost in it all because, bro, you're also institutionalized. You're there for that whole day with other prisoners. You're not, like, walking out in the middle of your shift. Like, yeah, you get a lunch break, but right after that, you come back right into prison. Like, you're behind them walls with them niggas, too, so.
Yeah, it's so weird to me. Like, I think that was the greatest bar that all of our parents have probably said at some point. You know, you are what you become, or you become what you are.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best representation of it because, I kid you not, using the prison system is perfect. The niggas who be working in jails end up becoming prisoners of the jail unconsciously. Like, yes, they're not prisoners like paperwork wise, like they having no paperwork party, but in the process they still become prisoners of it. The same way I think that a lot of teachers become prisoners of the grade or the age that they teach.
It's institutionalization, bro. It's the same shit all around. Like, the prison system and the school system are very similar.
It's the pipeline system.
Because they're actually both, you know, ran by the same people. They have the same guidelines.
Well,
I mean, that's just what the real is. Like, there's no real separation between that. The foods that the students eat a lot, you know, unless you're like lucky and you go to a kind of a private school to where they, you know, cook food right there, are the same foods that they're given in the prison. So no, it actually is. Like, I'm not even
them coffee cakes. If they got the coffee cakes in prison,
nigga, they got the coffee cakes. They got the donuts. They got the juice box and the milk bags.
Nah, the coffee cakes is a LA classic. I will.
Nigga, LA County classic.
That's a LA County classic.
I was just fucking around.
I was just saying. I was like, y'all had the coffee cakes before.
Yeah,
coffee
them shits
cakes,
is fire.
David. You had the coffee cake. You had the school coffee cakes. You don't know
The
about
coffee cakes.
So it's a Kern County. What about you? Nah, wait, all y'all. Well, you're not. We don't know where you from. We still trying to figure that out. But okay, I don't know, man. It's just when I think about that, I be feeling bad. Like,
Man.
I be feeling bad for like not necessarily the teachers, but I be feeling bad for the students because like oh, my dog, thank you. I couldn't see a thing. I was just squinting the whole time.
Taco Nadas ain't in jail. That's funny.
The Taco Nada's in jail.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's probably the good commissary.
Yeah.
That's probably the good commissary.
I can't imagine, bro. I feel so bad. Like when I
Yeah.
come, I feel bad that like in 48 hours, I'm going to some of these kids I'm never going to see again. But I made an impact to make them care about school in that short amount of time. In the 30 days we known each other. 20.
And you know that's gonna stick with them forever, bro. Like,
I really do hope, bro.
Nah, because I mean, I know for me, like, I didn't care about school too much, but I had teachers that basically broke it down, They're like, bro, just do your job to get out of high school at least.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, with that, you at least get to work.
Right.
So you at least get the minimum out of it. And then going on in college, I feel like some people had those professors that were like that too. Like, just get the degree. And that probably helped push them through it, along with being a good professor or whatever.
What is a good professor? You learn how to copy the test? I think a good professor, it has to be
somebody that answers your emails.
Yeah, bro, for real, that's it. And is there during office hours.
Yeah.
Like what is, I don't know. So anyways, I know we've complained about this before, but I had to get this on record. But I was like, yo, I think I have a solution to fix the entire education system.
Oh, no.
Yes, I've been putting a lot of thought into this, and I think I finally dialed it all the way in. I said, first things first, I feel that we can start on a collegiate level or I'm going to start on a high school level, right? On a high school level, I feel that you cannot teach for longer than 15 years.
Whoa.
I think there has to be a cap. Think about it. Hear me out. In any professional sports, you cannot people don't play the game for 15, 20 years.
But that's because their bodies won't allow them.
Yeah, hold on. If you treat your brain, if your brain is a muscle, I consciously feel and believe that you cannot teach that long and still make an impact at that same level.
Now, you tripping because my best teachers, they were teachers for 20, 30 years, bro.
No, hold on. You guys are going back to the 90s. Our new young teachers are our age.
Bitch.
You're going back to when there was no internet.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
So when niggas actually learn something.
You had to learn the organic way. Okay. Now, today, the new young teacher is me. Right? And you can really squint at young at 30. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not even the young teacher. The young teacher is in their 20s. So really think about that. I think if you start, no matter what it is, I really do think you got to have a max. I don't
think you should put it on time. I think you should actually put it on content. Like, I feel like the evaluation should be better. Like, because but
I don't think,
imagine somebody in the league said, yeah, after 10 years, I don't care how well you're doing, you out. We wouldn't see LeBron doing this crazy ass shit.
But understand, LeBron is an anomaly. If you're an anomaly to the system, of course you're going to stay. I'm not talking about them.
But even in the league, after 10 years, like, that's when niggas start getting good.
Okay, but listen, this is what I'm saying. And that's why I had to use the professional basketball reference. Understand the impact of one bad teacher, what that does to a generation of kids.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a cancer. It's a cancer.
But you can't forget. But you got to think about what you're missing out that you're supposed to learn with that bad teacher. You know?
Yes. You see what I'm saying? That a bad teacher spreads like a cancer. A good teacher keeps the retention high. That's something I firmly believe in, which takes me to my second phase. I think that there needs to be. I think standardized testing needs to be done within the campus. I think that if your students are not excelling at a certain level, personally, they got a boogie. The teachers got a boogie. They got a boogie. You say no? All right.
Nigga, them kids is there for 8 hours a day.
But they ain't listening. But that's babysitting for 8 hours, bro.
No. But listen. Now, mind you, when
I get that, yeah.
Listen, this is what I have to say about that. We can blame the parents for so long, but if somebody doesn't take accountability,
the parents need to take accountability.
You're right.
Because look, I didn't start getting right in school until my parents started getting involved. Until then, the teachers could say whatever, but nigga, you ain't my mama. You ain't gonna tell me what to do.
Okay.
But as soon as my mom and my daddy start whooping my ass or making incentives, I got my shit together quick.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because that's where you go back to. That's where you lay your head at night. So your parents do have the final say.
Yeah,
all right.
You got parents that don't give a fuck, and their kids are doomed. The teachers could do everything, but if they don't give a fuck,
yeah,
16 hours out the day.
Right. But in any other field,
your niggas don't even eat the other 16 hours. How are they supposed to learn anything if niggas don't even eat?
But hold on, hear me out. I'm going to talk about literally, don't be stupid. Don't fucking be stupid. We already spilled the beer.
What the fuck?
Please. What I'm saying that in any other field, you're judged against your performance. Yeah. There's a reason why every other space and every other industry has seen some form of advancement. whether it's incremental or severe, like technology or like using Moore's law, whatever, if you're not judged off your performance, my nigga, you do not get progression.
True, but that's also policy based though.
But stack that with people getting tenured. So I don't really get graded. I grade as a teacher. I don't get graded on my performance. And if I make it 10 years, my contract is locked in for life. Fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
The fuck you talking about, bro? Use that theory anywhere else. Use that theory anywhere else. If you are working a job at anywhere, forget a job. Just apply that anywhere. And if somebody can tell me where that system or that policy makes sense, I'll walk off this hill. I will gladly walk off this hill.
Your argument is you just don't like the tenure once you get past the
If you have if there's a tenure and there's nothing to prove, if you're doing your job correctly,
Like you're just getting this because you've been here.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, things can obviously my system has flaws in it. If we start talking about underfunded schools and situations,
Yeah,
and
that's the
and
main
The
issue.
underfunding-
And this is what I'm saying.
If you had if teachers were paid like nurses, you'd have a whole lot
Oh,
more
man.
better quality.
Well, you're seeing the ones on TikTok. Not all of them getting bread like that. Them
that's
traveling
what I'm
nurses, they rappers.
No, nurses not.
I'm saying the average
Nurses get
person
paid,
is
bro.
more than the average teacher.
Nurses get paid. Nurses average like 75, bro.
Okay.
And that's not even an
I don't
RN,
even know
bro.
how they raising these families. We make the same money as the teachers. I probably get $1,700 every other check if I work.
You most likely get paid more than the teacher
No.
doing your freelance.
But the truth of the matter, that's why a lot of people be staying in relationships. That's a different conversation.
Wait, what?
No, a lot of people be in relationships because they can't afford to live on their own. They start a family with somebody
Oh,
like that.
okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
it's not a true 1,700. It's 1,700 plus the other person 1,700. Is now you got something.
But that's 3,400 between two niggas, and it's
That's
not even going.
That's
to
more. That's faux something. And that's faux something. And that's
3,400 a month.
what?
That's
What?
a rule.
No, 34. No, you got. I said 17 times 2, y'all.
Oh, 30,000.
No, yeah, that was. Wait, hold on.
Getting with somebody to not be able to afford to live by his roommate.
Yeah,
That is a roommate.
And that. but
Most
that-
teachers have roommates.
Listen, and a lot of teachers have. Listen, but he wasn't talking about that. He was talking about how people are supporting families off of $1,700 a month, and you're not. Like niggas, that's why people be together. You know. But that I don't even want to start. I'm not even gonna open the floor in that conversation. I'll save that for later. But yeah, man, I personally, I look back at the system. I really do wonder, like, is there ever? I'm sorry, my fault. Let me see. Hannah, I wasn't actually able to see your comments this whole time, and I can't even scroll. So, she says, don't teachers judge based off their test scores and their class procedure? Cap. That's cap.
It's cap.
That's cap. That's
They
cap. That's
taking
cap.
that. They taking them those surveys, but they don't put them to use.
Yeah, that's cap, bro.
Because I don't know how many college professors I know that all the students hated and all the students gave bad
SOSI? Was it
SOSI?
SOSI.
Yeah. Had poor SOSI scores, but they were still tenured professors. Like,
Bro, I had a teacher. I'll say it, bro. The teacher's Carter, bro. I had a teacher named Carter. He was my marketing professor.
yeah.
And literally, he had the worst all around. It wasn't like a situation. He had the worst performance from everybody who ever crossed paths with him.
That's crazy.
But here's the thing. The nigga was tenured.
So that the school wouldn't do shit.
The school can't get rid of him, bro. The school can't get. It's kind of like.
David, I got you.
That goes back to the strength of the teachers union, though.
David, I got you.
And
That's Luol Deng getting 115 mil from the Lakers and still getting paid like, yeah. But remember when he went to the Lakers and then he just retired, and he was still getting paid for like 4 or 5 years after he left. That's what that is with tenured teachers. You're not producing shit from them.
That teachers union go crazy.
And that's what takes me into my third point of the whole. I think there needs to be another evaluation. Call me stupid. Hold on. Call me stupid.
Stupid.
What is the purpose of a union in any industry? Take this out of education. To keep it fair.
Keep things fair between the organization and the worker.
Whenever the employer flexes their power or misuses their power,
Yeah.
the union is there to step in and say, no, you can't do that. You can't do that.
It's for a 10-year when they get bad test results and they can't get fired, so they still ask in the same school.
That's my point.
Are you equating tenure to union?
Bro, the school does not want a 10-year.
It's not the same thing, though.
But this is what I'm saying. Who's protecting these policies? I would really want to have a conversation, sit down and talk about from somebody who is a leader or union leader rep.
I
Because as when I worked at Ralph's, and mind you, this was back in 2012, right? I had to pay union fees.
Yeah,
And I said,
shit now with my job.
and I'm like, I could
Why am I
not,
gonna be part of the fucking Ralph's union? Like,
but no, but you have to pay.
I can do that because like the job I have now, we have union reps and everything, and
Yeah.
people use it because like for example, like, hear me, we have a break room. It was
Yeah.
dirty one day, right? So the bosses decided to just clean the break room out. Y'all can't be here no more.
Mm.
And the union got involved because it's like, bro, no, fuck that. They have a rightful place to go on break at work. Man.
Right.
Like, put the shit back, and they had to put that shit back.
Okay.
Union is to stop niggas from getting fired if they do some fucked up shit. Union is to fight on behalf of the employees when the bosses are doing fucked up shit.
Okay.
But
Okay.
tenure could be a product of a union.
Bro.
Because I know a lot of bad teachers do some bad things, and guess what? They got relocated to a different school.
Yeah, bro, I ain't got to go there. I ain't
Go
about-
there, Mohammed.
I was like, bro,
Get 'em.
that's- Like, bro, that's the law enforcement conversation all over again. But like, I just don't like. Honestly speaking, I look back at this entire situation. I look back at my life, and I look at where I'm at today, and I'm happy and I'm proud. I was able to make an impact. But I always ask myself, what would I tell the other teachers? I'll walk through, no lie, I'll walk through that campus, nigga, and these kids treat me like Drake. They treat me like Drake. I walk through, Mr. Mo, and I see some other teachers. I don't want to say they hating on.
As far as teachers, you are probably the only one who looks like you in the gym.
Yeah.
But I'm also the only one who plays music. I'm also the only person who spends the first 15 minutes asking, yo, give me the high and low of your day. Like, these are simple things you can do.
The teacher you would say is next to you in age or whatever, how far are y'all apart?
Bro, there's teachers there younger than me. The fuck? They are younger than, they're in their 20s. Remember, I got this job at 22.
But the thing is, some teachers can start off like you, and then just being a teacher for so long, they turn to
And that-
Mr.
and-
Mr. Grumpy, Mrs. Grump.
Exactly. What goes
Because
back
they
to-
go through divorces and shit. They
go
got
through
lives.
life. They go through life. They cannot return back to teaching students. Like, here's the thing, and this is like my thing is like, if somebody went through some form of divorce in their life or some type of family trauma, you don't want them.
But you can't take a nigga's job away.
On me, because life happens.
No, I'm not. Okay, you say you can't take it. My thing is, what's the next step? I do not think teaching is a career that you can stay in for a long time. That's my solution for this. I think if teaching was designed to be temporary, I think that the CSU system was designed to create teachers. But yet a lot of people who leave the CSU system do not become teachers.
You can become a teacher for a long time, but it's only so long before your output on what teaching is changed.
And
But also, you have to follow a set of rules as well within
but
your lesson plans and shit.
And you know why your output changes?
Why?
Because the students change and you didn't.
It's the same way like for people that work for the county. When you probably start working for the county, you bright-eyed, bushy-tailed.
Yeah.
3 years down the line, you see people for what they are. Now
Okay.
you just in and out, give people in and out.
It's also a thing too of that they start realizing the schools don't even care about the teachers like that. So why are they gonna put that much?
And bro, these are all examples of why I think teachers cannot be there. Everything you're saying is supporting my argument. If we're going to agree that administration is not going to care for the teachers and the teachers ain't going to care for the students, you can't have these people there for a long time. If they're going to be a cancer to society, let them be there for a short period of time. You can't let them sit there for a long periods of time.
It's not everybody. There's cases where teachers who were there for a long time.
Yes, but understand,
Yeah,
you're
man.
talking about, I'm not talking
We wouldn't
about
get
them.
freedom riders without them.
Yeah, right, shut the fuck up.
Or
And then-
lean on me. Or
then-
lean on me.
And with that example, she left teaching after shit cracked off.
She did leave teaching.
That's what, like, this is my
But then
point.
again, her school, they was shooting niggas.
Teachers leave because they be like, nigga, like, I can't even really make the change that I want to make.
But that's what I'm saying. And if you make the career span, if you make the lifespan of the teacher shorter, you give them their max contract in the first 7 years, and then after that you start dwindling off. Like, it sounds crazy, I know, but it's one of those things that I really do think if we want people to care about education, you got to start at the root. Every good team has a greater coach. Nigga, how long has fucking Popovich been coaching?
Nigga, centuries.
Centuries, right?
Yeah.
How many other coaches have been doing it as long as him?
There's been a lot of coaches that have done it as long as him.
I don't know enough about this, but I'm gonna drop that because I don't know enough about that yet. But
Jerry Sloan, I think Jerry Sloan coach. Not right now, but like he's the last of a dying breed, yeah. But you seen his students become coaches now and winning championships and shit. But I mean, yeah, he's been there for a while, but he's to what you're saying, bro. He stayed a teacher and he helped curate a culture of more coaches.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
if he didn't stay there, then we wouldn't get more coaches that could put teams together.
He's an anomaly. That's my point. I'm just saying, like these people I'm using are anomalies. It's not
Phil
your
Jackson did it.
Are we counting Phil Jackson on the Knicks too?
Hell no.
Yeah, exactly, because he got to the end of his fucking career and that nigga said fuck it.
No, that wasn't his fault. He didn't say fuck it. It was the front office. The front office literally wouldn't let him do his
so
shit.
Now we're blaming administration.
Yes, because it'd be administration's fault.
But if he left, I don't know enough about this, but we gonna put a pin in this. I'm gonna do some research. We're gonna come back to that one. But anyways, Hannah put the question in here. She asked me, she said, yo, are you done? Y'all got to speak into the mics. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Hannah. They're not even mic'd up. Can you scroll that down for me, bro? I'm going to come up with a system for this tomorrow. Hannah asked me, she said, are you done teaching? To be honest with you, I told one of my students asked me, she said, Mr. Mo, are you going to be here next year? And I said, well, that's going to be year number 9. And honestly speaking, I told her, I said, right after my 10-year mark, I would have to hang my towel up in teaching. I feel like I have to respect that I have a different pedigree of students coming in. One of my students today, bro, hear this. This really fucked my head up. I said, yo, when were you born? What year? He said something stupid. This nigga said 2012.
Bro, I started college.
Oh, shit. He 11.
Bro, his life began in 2012. And that's when I learned, oh, damn. I only got so many years that I can relate to these kids. Like
I graduated high school and
that clock is ticking. Yeah, it's getting there. So I was like, me personally, I'd rather end on a good foot saying, Mr. Mo, he came, he made an impact, he did his job, he won the robotics trophies, and he dipped.
Why don't you teach a higher grade?
Or like I said, that can be another conversation.
I feel like you would hate teaching high school.
As you age, your grades
Yeah, thank you, Fabian. That is perfect. As you age, your grade has to age. I think that's my thing. Reggie, you said that I've been in education for over a decade, and when admin doesn't care about the teachers, it's not you, bro. I just can't see that far. Care about the teachers, it's time to go immediately. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. My nigga, Fabian, thank you. Yeah, man, and like I said, that's literally it's time to go. You gotta pack it up. You got to pack it up. You know. Even though sometimes when you don't pack
wrap it up.
The wrap it up box. Dave Chappelle had it. We need the wrap it up box of life, bro. Some of you niggas need to wrap it up. All these kids out here. This is getting crazy. Bakersfield, Kern County on the whole. You need to wrap it up. Control yourself. Control yourself. Get off your phone. Anyways, I'm coming up on my 36-minute mark. I'm just about done for today. I apologize for being so late per usual. Just when I thought I had the whole system dialed in, I got even more errors and more kinks in the entire operation. So I apologize for those who watch and who stay tuned with me. I got to say I love you to everybody in the chat. Special shouts out, love you to every nigga in this room who's out here doing their shit. Here we are niggas who bring our laptops everywhere because guess what? That's just what we do. But like I said, my whole spiel on education, hopefully I killed it. Hopefully I did a good job at this one because it took everything to get it going. Listen, we can have a deeper conversation, a deeper talk on this later on, you guys, but I got to wrap this up. I got to go see my kid. I ain't seen that little nigga all day, so I got to see what he's up to.
Bro, anyways, that nigga is chilling.
Bro, big chilling. He ain't thinking about me at all. And the sun's down, so he's mad at me probably. So anyways, you guys stay happy, you stay optimistic, and then I need to see what happens when I hit this end live.